Okay, this is a quick video, or not so quick video, of me doing a repair to the couch my wife is reupholstering. There's a little piece little plastic piece on the end of a cable that broke that controls the mechanism for reclining the couch. So we start out with just facing off this piece of aluminum rod, and then we start turning the rod down the size here. And this is all speeded up, so I'm going quite a bit slower than this in real life. And get her all turned down to the right size, and then we're going to start measuring and cutting in a little notch and a little cone end. And we mark it, and then we start turning that in. This tool holder came with the lathe, but it didn't really fit the lathe, so I modified it severely to get it to work. I use this tool holder because it holds the newer carbide tipped lathe tools. But here I am switching out to the old lamp post style tool holder, and I have a parting tool in it, and I'm just using that to cut the notch in the piece. Because it was the right width and it cut a nice notch. And I'm gonna put on the other tool holder, and I'm gonna cut that cone a little bit better. So there I am, pretty much done with most of the tooling on the end. I'm just gonna polish it up a little bit here with some sandpaper and get it looking pretty nice. Now here I am starting to drill the end of it, and I start out with the starting drill and then move on to a regular drill and get that all drilled. And every once in a while I'm pulling out and checking the depth and cleaning out chips. And I had actually taken the broken piece apart and figured out how deep I needed to make that hole. So that's what I'm checking there. Okay, here I am. I have a much smaller drill bit, and I'm drilling for the hole for where the cable is going to go through. And yes, I just broke the drill bit off inside there. So now I'm thinking really hard about what to do, and I decide that maybe I can save this. So I just cut it off with a hacksaw, and I take the piece and I re-chuck it up in there, and then I get out my tools and I start cutting here, trying to get down to where the drill bit's at. I think it's pretty close to the end, and I'm getting pretty close to it. I'm working the end a little bit to try and get there, but yeah, as soon as I start to drill into it, I hit the drill bit. So I took it apart and I started beating on it off camera, and now I've got it to where it's starting to go, but it's just not coming out. So what I wound up doing is I wound up putting my center punch in the drill chuck, and I wound up pushing that in while I had the lathe turning. And I think it would have worked even better if I had been able to run the lathe in reverse, because it would have backed the drill bit out of it. But anyways, I got it out, and here I am. Now I'm going to just clean up that hole a little bit. With just a slightly larger drill bit, and now that hole's all cleaned up, we're good to go. As you can see here, the hole's all the way through now, and I got the hole for the cable sleeve there. Okay, here I am. I'm just showing off the fact that I have the piece built to match the good one at the end of the good end of the cable, and I'm going to flip it around here and show you the end that I had taken the sleeve off of to measure the depth of it, and then it's still got the little cone end on the plastic cone end on that one. Next step is to try and get that ring terminal off the end there. So first thing I tried was to take a pair of side cutters and try to pry that open, but the steel on that terminal, or on that ring hook, is just too much, so I wound up getting out the grinder, and I ground a nice little slot in it, trying not to go too deep to where I would damage the cable, because I need the cable to be that long. Then I worked on it with a file for a little bit, and I kept working on it with a file, trying to get it down to where I could get the cable out without damaging the cable, and still maybe have the ring part. I needed that as well. So here I am. I beat on it a little bit, bent it, and then the cable snaps out of it. I wouldn't say snaps, but it popped loose. So now I have the cable out undamaged, and I have the ring hook that I need to put back on there. So I can take the old piece off, and I can put the new piece on. And that slips right on there. And I wound up super gluing that on there after I put it on the couch. But there it is. Now I have to just attach that ring hook back on there. And to do that, I bust out the welder. The first time I look at it, and I do a quick little tack here, and I realize that I'm just going to burn right through that, and it's not going to work. So I decided I need to add a little more metal to the piece. So I make a little U-shaped piece of metal out of some weld steel, and I just bend that around and get that bent on there, and that'll give me a little more weld too. So here I am finishing up the weld. I tack it a couple times, and then I hit it pretty good at the end there to make sure it's not going to come out. And yeah, that extra steel just helped me make sure that it was not going to burn through and break anything. So pretty much done. Alright, this is the leg of the couch that my wife's been working on getting reupholstered. She hasn't even started on this leg yet. The other leg is the one the cable broke on, and I stole the cable off this leg to put on that leg, and so the repaired cable is going to go on this leg. There's a button on the side here that pushes on that cable, or pulls on that cable, and then it goes down to a mechanism to recline the couch. Anyways, there's the button mechanism. And you can see it pulling on this. When you push in, it pulls on this other little lever, and then that pulls on this cable. That then pulls on another lever in the mechanism to release the couch, and so this just pops into there, and then we'll squeeze it with a pair of pliers. There we go. And you just squeeze that a little bit so she won't come out. And then when the button gets pushed, the cable gets pulled. Alright, another repair done. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I'm also on Patreon.